Around 15, 16 is when everything changed for me. That's when I started to realize, oh, I'm not just an actor. But I was like, I won't do that. And my brother was disgusted. And I just was really, really insecure about it on that movie.
You guys, we really need to talk about Khloe Kardashian literally bullying a 19-year-old, aka Chloe Grace Moretz, and how it caused her to develop severe body image issues and almost quit acting. After several disgusting memes went viral of people bullying her because of Khloe Kardashian, Chloe Moretz decided to speak out on the situation. And, well, she did not hold back.
And I felt really creeped out. And I think that was my first realization of like, it was the first time I really felt insecure, I would say. It was the first time I looked at myself in the mirror and I was like, well, is it not right?
Now, to give you guys some context, Chloe is an actress who has been in the industry for a long time, and she experienced the dark side of fame at a young age. A lot of disgusting things happened to Chloe during the early days of her career, including being asked by a studio to wear chicken cutlets for a movie scene when she was just 16 years old.
So I walk out into my trailer and I look at my brother and I'm like, hey, did anyone mention to you why there's chicken cutlets? And I was 16. I had never seen a chicken cutlet. I didn't use them as a kid. And one of the producers comes in and my brother is like, what? Was this your idea? To the producer. And he or she looked at me and said, this came up higher than me. And I was like, okay, what?
But the moment things got really dark for Chloe was when she decided to stand up for herself and call out celebrities like Kim Kardashian who perpetuate this toxic treatment of women in the industry. Chloe Grace finally had enough, and she ended up sharing a tweet about celebs who constantly get involved in unnecessary feuds for attention, and she made an indirect hint at the drama that was going on between Kanye, Kim, and Taylor Swift. She said, everyone in this industry needs to get their heads out of their and look around and realize what is actually happening in the real world. And in a follow-up tweet, Chloe Grace added, stop wasting your voice on something so petulant and unimportant. Not only this, but Chloe also decided to directly call out Kim Kardashian in this viral tweet she made about Kim exposing her body, saying, I truly hope you realize how important setting goals are for young women, teaching them we have so much more to offer than just our bodies. But then Kim decided to clap back at Chloe Grace with a very petty tweet and said, let's all welcome Chloe Grace Moretz to Twitter since no one knows who she is. Your nylon cover is cute, boo. A lot of people slammed Kim for going after a literal child, but then none other than Kim's sister, aka Khloe Kardashian, also decided to insert herself in the conversation and drag Chloe Grace. And guys, to say that what Khloe Kardashian did was disturbing doesn't even cover it. Believe it or not, Khloe shared 2 side-by-side photos of who she thought Chloe Grace was in a bikini with the caption, is this the you're referring to, Chloe Grace? Wow. Really, Chloe? Of course, after this, Chloe Grace's experience with bullying didn't get any better. In fact, it got way worse, with people calling her out for being jealous of the Kardashians and body shaming her with tweets saying, Chloe Moretz, Kim is proud of herself and her body, so stop being jealous just because you will never be like her. And I know you're ashamed of your body and just jealous of Kim, but there is no need to let everyone know. However, Chloe Grace was quick to check Khloe Kardashian and call her out for sharing a photo of a random teenage girl. She wrote, fact check, the first photo is of me filming my movie, Neighbors 2, and the second photo is some girl who is wrongfully photographed. So the fact that Khloe Kardashian actually searched for a revealing photo of a random teenager that looked like Chloe Grace, went through the trouble of putting the 2 photos side by side, and then tried to shame Chloe Grace is beyond disgusting. But even after fans called out Khloe Kardashian for going after a minor, she still refused to apologize and claimed she was just sticking up for Kim. Chloe wrote, quote, "I'm the last person to bully, but I have an animal instinct to protect and defend my family." And what's also messed up is that people completely forgot about this incident, and Khloe Kardashian somehow managed to get away with sharing an inappropriate photo of a teenager. But luckily, Chloe Grace is now speaking out on this again, and she just revealed that she developed body dysmorphia because of the cruel comments that got out of control after Kim and Khloe Kardashian ganged up on her. And because Chloe Grace is now sharing all of this, she reignited the conversation about Khloe Kardashian being a bully and putting other women down. During a recent video on Today with Hoda and Jenna, Chloe Grace talked about why she decided to take a break from acting, and she said that all the stuff she was seeing on social media made her doubt herself and her passion for making movies.
I really felt like, for me, I felt kind of disingenuous to myself, I think is what I felt in my heart. And I felt that I was not connecting to the decisions I was making in a way. And I kind of lost that flame underneath me of why I fell in love with acting at such a young age and why it lit that flame for my entire life up until that moment.
And then, in a recently published interview with Hunger magazine, Chloe Grace shared even more details about the horrible bullying she suffered from people online, including much older celebs like Khloe Kardashian. Chloe Grace talked about how she entered therapy to try to help her deal with the constant scrutiny over her appearance, and she said that the disgusting comments about her body affected her mental health to the point where she became a recluse and thought about quitting acting for good. She explained that constantly seeing memes about her body made her super self-conscious, and she would get severely anxious every time she was photographed. Chloe Grace also described one particularly nasty meme that circulated online for years, comparing her to a character from Family Guy, and she said that this meme affected her to the point where she was afraid to leave her house. Now, for those of you who don't remember this photo, it was one of the most viral memes on the internet a few years back. This manipulated photo of Chloe Grace walking into a hotel with a pizza box first appeared on Reddit and 4chan in 2015. It then resurfaced again shortly after Khloe Kardashian came after her. The photo was turned into a viral meme, and people started comparing Chloe Grace to a character named Legs Go All the Way Up Griffin from the TV show Family Guy. And despite the obvious Photoshop, Chloe's body suddenly became the subject of intense scrutiny, with people saying things like Chloe Grace Moretz is out here looking for relevancy when she should be out here looking for the rest of her torso. But now that Chloe Grace decided to open up about her body dysmorphia and all of the other horrible consequences of online bullying, fans are saying we really need to talk about how Khloe Kardashian contributed to all of this. Because let's not forget that Khloe's disturbing tweet about Chloe Grace wasn't the first or the last time she tried to body shame another woman. In a recently resurfaced clip from Khloe's appearance on Purpose with Jay Shetty podcast, Khloe talked about how she's annoyed by people who complain that it's hard to lose weight.
Of like Haagen-Dazs ice cream, like I'm so fat. And like they won't work out, they won't change their diet, they won't drink more water, they won't whatever, but they're complaining. I'm like, well, you're always gonna be in this victimized state because you're literally not doing you're not being self-aware. You're not even looking at your own reflection saying, okay, what can I do to change things about myself? It's everybody else's fault.
But isn't it funny that Khloe complains about people who don't take responsibility for their actions and always blame others, when this is exactly what she did when her infamous unfiltered bikini photo was leaked last year? I'm sure all of you remember that Khloe was very quick to clap back at people who called her out for editing her photos, and she posted this very long message claiming that she can't deal with the pressure, constant ridicule, and judgment to be perfect and meet others' standards of how she should look. Khloe also went on to say that she lives her life as honestly as possible and with empathy and kindness, and added that she struggles with living up to the impossible standards the public have all set for her. Now, I want to point out that Khloe did indeed suffer body shaming for years, and she was singled out for ridicule from the start by the Kardashian fans who called her the ugly sister. But that fact alone makes what she did to Chloe Grace even more disgusting. Because how are you going to complain about people picking apart your appearance and claiming that you treat everyone with empathy and kindness when you are literally attacking and body shaming a teenage girl? Honestly, this reminds me of how Khloe tried to blame Jordyn Woods for breaking up her family, but completely forgot to mention that she hooked up with Tristan Thompson when he had a girlfriend and a baby on the way. And this is exactly why this whole situation with Chloe Grace is still relevant. Because Khloe Kardashian is still out here constantly preaching about kindness and complaining about being body shamed, but she never acknowledged how her actions affect other women. So it's really great to see that Chloe Grace is now back in the spotlight and talking about that whole incident with the Kardashians. Chloe Grace's recent interviews triggered a conversation about the very problematic side of Khloe Kardashian that a lot of people seem to brush aside, and fans are now saying that Khloe has always been a mean girl and that everything that she's been going through lately is her karma. One fan said, "Not Khloe being a bully, but wanna cry about all the trolls and bullies and online hate she gets. The nerve. Please cancel this damn family." One person said she never understood why people are feeling sorry for Khloe and added, "She has shown multiple times she is nasty and rude as hell. I honestly think she deserves the karma that she is getting by being in a relationship with Tristan." And another fan wrote, "Khloe didn't like the body shaming when she was the one on the receiving end, but look at her now, dishing out more than she took. It's downright disgusting how two-faced she is now that she's healthy." But what do y'all think about Khloe Kardashian coming after Chloe Moretz? Has she always been a bully? Leave your comments down below, and I'll see you all in my next video.